Okay, this is week 7 of my Decathlon training logs. So I work in 6-week cycles. So this is week, the end of week 1 of the second cycle, which is another preparatory phase. So it's just getting in shape really. So starting with weight loss, I was at 196.4. This weekend I was at family stuff away, so I hit a low of 194.6 this week, and I was like really pretty good all week in like the 194 to 196. So it was a good week for me, heading in the right direction. Uh, the chart here, as you can see, right, this yellow line is if I was losing 2 pounds a week. Red is if it was 1 pound a week. So I'm gonna end up in between these two lines as time goes on, but I'm doing a pretty good job so far. As far as sprint training goes, so the point of the second preparatory phase is to get my volumes of training up to what is expected by the sprint training program that I'm following. During the first cycle, when you look at the volumes that are expected over here, total session volumes, you'll see that often I was not doing the prescribed volume. So, for example, tempo between 1,000 and 2,000 meters of volume. Um, I was often doing exactly 1,000 meters of volume, and some days I was doing less. In the case of speed endurance, 600 to 2,000, often I was only doing maybe 300, 350 meters of volume in this case. So I've got some work to do. And if you look at these resisted sprints, like the recommended amount, I'm doing hills, not resisted sprints during these cycles, but like I'm still under volume on what they expect you to do here. So I want to build up the volume, and the way I'm going to do that is for the tempos. I'm instead of doing one day, I'm going to be doing instead of 10 by 120 yard, I'm going to do 15, and then I'm going to work up to 20 total reps. And then on the other day, I'm switching from tempo on the turf with the 120-yard runs, which is about 110 meters, to 200-meter runs on the track, and then eventually that may turn into 300-meter runs on the track. So I always want to have one tempo day that's shorter on the turf, and then the other day will be longer on the track. At some point, I might change it up so that it's like 100, 200, 300, 200, 100. Right now, it's just like straight either hundreds or 200s. Anyway, going back to the workout, tempo went a little fast, but it was really good that tempo day. Lifting, I'm still just dodging leg workouts a lot, just because I'm sore. I'm increasing the volume and the intensity so much on the running that I keep expecting to acclimate so that I can do legs without worrying about like really hurting myself. And I end up just being like a little more sore every week because I'm increasing intensity and volume on the runs. But so that I'm still doing something, I did introduce assisted Nordic curls, assisted sissy squats, and eccentric calf raises as a means of combating tendonitis and injury in my hamstrings, my quads, and my calf slash Achilles. So we'll see how those go. Second tempo day, I did 5 by 200 on the track. Went really well, much better than last time. I was pretty impressed with how that went. Speed endurance day, put on the track spikes, ran fast. I'm still being hesitant with how aggressively I'm accelerating. I'm kind of gradually getting up to speed. Once I get up to speed, it feels good. So that's going to be it. If I end up doing any meets in later in the summer, I'm just going to accept that like I can't really blast it right out of the start. I'll run fast once I'm up to speed, but I'm not going to potentially hurt myself. I'm still working on that acceleration. Strength, the second strength day, all I did was bench. I went downstairs and I benched. It's better than nothing. Um, and then, so you'll see that I kind of did these things out of order. It's because I accidentally did tempo on Monday when I wasn't supposed to. And then hills, the hills went fine. My left Achilles is a little sore from running in the spikes, which is okay with me. I thought I'd be more beat up after running in the spikes, so just a little bit of stiffness in my left Achilles is okay with me. I'm trying to combat it with the eccentric calf raises, and we'll see how that goes. So that you can see my progression in these workouts. So this is my week over week progression in the tempo workouts, the average time of the reps. So, I'm heading downward. And this was on average faster, and I did 15 reps instead of 10. So it felt pretty good. I was happy with how that went. It got real hot that day. And then I've done the 200-meter repeats workouts twice. And the second time felt way better than the first one. The first one was in like a thunderstorm. The second one, it was just kind of like a normal day, and um, I just had a good workout. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to cover this week? Um, I don't think so. It's been an inspiration to watch the U.S. Olympic trials. It's been great seeing that there's former D1 athletes, former D2 athletes, former D3 athletes who are in the Olympic trials doing the decathlon and having a lot of success. A lot of them kind of like graduated and then you didn't really see much results from them for a few years, and they come back and have a great Olympic trials. One of them is one of the athletes I saw is I think about my age, early 30s, and that's great. Seeing Justin Gatlin in the 100 meter, 39 years old, going sub 10, makes me feel like I can actually run. So that's it for this week. I'm a little fried. It's Sunday. Usually I record these like during the day or on Sunday morning. And this is like Sunday night after a long weekend of seeing family, which is great. So thank you for listening, and have a great week. I'll try to have another good week of training.